Good afternoon, colleagues. My name is Richard Ngusi, a student at AUCA, pursuing MBA in project management. So we are here to take you through the project procurement process, where we have used the case study of the University of Global Health Equity, where we'll be covering the following topics. So we'll be starting by introduction, then why procurement planning matters, the importance of procurement planning, the procurement processes, challenges in procurement at UGHE, and then conclusion. The University of Global Health Equity is an academic institution located in Rwanda dedicated to train the next generation of health leaders to address health issues all over the world. So its mission is to train global health leaders who will be delivering and advocating for equitable quality health services for all, especially for underserved populations. It extends beyond traditional medical education, where it seeks to shape professionals who are not only clinically competent, but also socially conscious, systems thinkers, and committed to justice in healthcare delivery. Why procurement planning matters? Procurement planning is a process of identifying and managing the purchasing of goods and services required for any project in every organization. It's a procurement planning in every company is an essential part of project management, of which they shouldn't miss for any planning when they are planning to do or to execute any project. It ensures that the right goods and the services are acquired at the right time for the right costs, where they measure and plan for the cost of the goods they are procuring, and from the right sources, which are suppliers, to supporting both operational effectiveness and strategic goals. So, importance of procurement planning. Firstly, let's start by ensuring value for money. This is the point where the procurement planning process ensures that cost-effective decisions are by also make sure that price are balanced, quality and long-term performance also is respected and ensures that it is in place. It also helps to avoid overpayments, underperformance, or any unnecessary purchases. It also aligns procurement with strategic goals, where it links procurement decisions for organizational objectives, such as improving health outcomes, achieving equity, and also strengthening systems. And also to ensure that resources are well used and they are making the impact as expected. It also improves operational efficiency, where it streamlines procurement workflows by clearly defining needs and also determining the timelines, as well as allocating the responsibilities to the responsible or to the right person. It also reduces duplication or avoid any confusion, and also avoid that there is any last-minute emergencies that may be arised by any department in an organization. It also increases transparency and also makes sure that accountability is in place in the company, where it promotes open, fair, and also ethical procurement processes. It also helps to prevent corruption or any kind of favoritism or any kind of misuse of public funds. It also supports by knowing how to allocate the budget and also to manage well the time in order to facilitate more reliable forecasting of costs and also ensure that procurement timelines are respected. It also supports effective budgeting, where it avoids unexpected financial gaps or delays in deliveries. Finally, it reduces risk and uncertainty where it identifies potential risk, example by where the suppliers may be not having the goods because of they didn't get any plan from the company or any organization for their projects. It also makes sure that price fluctuations are avoided. Then it allows for contingency planning where they avoid the procurement department ensures that the order for maybe per quarter or per year, they are in place and they have submitted to the suppliers for their planning purposes as well. It minimizing also the disruption in service delivery, where you are sure that once you have shared your order and you have well determined the timelines, the delivery time, and you are now able to be sure and be safe that your orders will reach you at the right time. Thank you so much. So let me also allow my colleagues to take over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Richard, for taking us through procurement planning. Procurement planning is really very important in the project or in the success of the project, because without planning, we won't be able to successfully procure anything within an organization. I am by names of Marie-Claire. I am here to take you through project procurement process. One of the first and foremost procurement process is needs identification and planning. Needs identifications here, the end user departments, they sit together and they determine what is needed to be procured, why it is needed to be procured, and when it should be procured, as well as when it should be delivered. After clearly responding to those three important questions in the needs identification, they take next move, which is initiation of request. We have conducted a research to our case study, which is University of Global Health Equity, and we found out that they have huge internal UGHE procurement system, which means that the end user departments, after needs identification, they submit their request through that e-procurement system, which is initiation of request. After that, procurement cannot proceed without financial clearance. What does this mean? It means that finance departments and budget managers, they should confirm that the funds are sufficient to each and every request made to the procurement. Once this confirmation of funds availability is done, then procurement take over and move to the next stage, which is procurement method selection. As we said in the beginning, the end user departments, they articulate or they list what they need to be procured and why and when. From there, they also estimate cost. That cost estimation, it tells procurement departments whether they will use direct procurement methods, request for quotations, restricted bidding, open tender, request for proposal, or any other procurement methods. They don't only based on cost estimation, but also they based on complexity of the request and as well as threshold. After identifying and selecting procurement process, then procurement move to the other stage, which is developing a bidding document. A bidding document, it prepare comprehensive, clearly understanding of the requirements and expectations. From the bidding documents is where the bidders may read and get and have a clear understanding of what's the requirements and expectations as the institution they expect from them. Few of what to include in bidding documents, first is the scope of work. Second is the institution, basic instructions to bidders how to prepare and submit their bids, the deadline of submissions, required formats, if it's a PDF, if it's an award document, all of those instructions should be in the bidding documents. The bidding document should tell bidder eligibility requirements. It should also tell bidders evaluation criteria. It should also be able to tell bidders the terms and conditions, either in terms of delivery, in terms of warranties, in terms of penalties. All of those informations the bidder needs to get clear understanding of the requirements of the bids, it should be in the bidding documents. When the procurement department concludes that and the bid document is ready, they move to an invitation to bid. Then now the procurement department formally invites potential suppliers to submit their bid, to submit their proposal. Once this is done, then the next is bid evaluation and bid opening. All received bids, all received proposals are opened and closed. From the research we also gathered from the UGHE, we found out that that system that we talked about, it closed and opened automatically. For example, if there are a request that was out and the deadline was today, midnight, when the midnight comes in, the system itself closes that tender. And we found out that on the next day of the closing, it's an opening, which means both procurement part and bidder on the next day, each and everyone can go in the system and find bid opening. When this stage is over and done, we move to the next stage, which is bid evaluation and bid reports. Once all proposals received, once all bidders are received by procurement department, the next is evaluation against predefined criteria. As we said in the bidding documents, it details the criteria, the evaluation criteria. In the bid evaluation, then they based on the bidding document criteria or evaluation criteria, and then they evaluate every single proposals received. After that, we move to the next stage, which is internal tender committee approval. When the evaluation is done and the evaluation report is prepared and all supporting documents are together with bid evaluation reports, all of those, the bid evaluation reports and all supporting documents, they are supposed to be submitted to the internal tender committee for the review, comments, and approval. Once the ITC approved the reports and all supporting documents, the next move is notification to the best evaluated bidder. Here, we notify the best evaluated bidder that they are awarded on the tender, but we don't forget about unsuccessful bidders, because they also invested their time. They have applied, they took their time. So here we do not only focus on best evaluated bidder, but we also prepare reports for those unsuccessful bidder, giving them a reports of what they did well, of what they did not do well. If there were scores, we should present to them that this is the scores they got, and these are the reasons why they did not pass. After that, the best evaluated bidder, the next is contract preparations, and from there, we close over the procurement process. Thank you. My colleague can take us through the next.
Thank you so much, my colleague, Claire and Elisha, for the good presentation regarding the importance of procurement planning and project procurement process. My name is Philbert. I'm going to take over on the challenges of procurement process, especially in the University of Global Health Equity. The first one is the needs identification and planning. In the UGHE, some departments may submit request letter or without clear specification. As you know, the clear specification help the suppliers to know what they are going to supply in our organization. The second one is budget constraints and unpredictable funding. Limited or delayed funding can slow down procurement or result in a change to original plans. In some cases, this leads to emergency procurement, which may bypass competitive procedures. Another one, we have supplier limitation. Our campus of Global Health Equity is located in Butaro, which is so far from Kigali. It is not easy to find there the qualified local suppliers, especially for specialized equipment or service. This affected competition and can lead to higher price or lower quality. We have also lengthy approval process. Internal checks and the committee review are essential for accountability, but can sometimes be time-consuming. This is create bottlenecks, especially for urgent or time-sensitive procurement. We can also look at compliance with multiple regulation. UGHE operates his activity in Rwanda. That is why must comply with the both national public procurement laws and donor-specific guidelines. We have also capacity gaps in procurement knowledge. Staff involved in procurement, especially at department level, may lack training in procurement planning and documentation. This can result in incomplete requests, delays, or procedure errors. We have also logistical and infrastructure constraints, transport, storage, and distribution of procured items. As we say above, the campus is located so far from Kigali. It can take sometimes a long time to transport the items procured from Kigali to Butaro. This is delays in the delivery affected program implementation and service delivery. As conclusion, procurement is more than just purchasing. It is strategic function that supports the University of Global Health Equity in fulfilling its mission of advancing health equity through education, research, and innovation. By following a structured, transparent, and accountable procurement process, UGHE ensures that resources are used efficiently and responsibly. As seen in this presentation, each step from needs identification to contract signing is critical in delivering value for money and strengthening institutional integrity. Thank you so much and be blessed for your attention. To wrap up, we have included a list of the key sources that informed this presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.